A Florida man has possibly the worst justification for claiming a stand-your-ground defense in the shooting of his girlfriend because she was unarmed and he had followed her into a Denny's bathroom and shot her in the face. And now he's claiming stand your ground. Accused gunman Sean Barnes is asking a Miami-Dade Circuit Court Judge Charles Johnson to dismiss the attempted murder charges against him on the grounds that he was defending himself and in fear for his life. Barnes claims that when he followed his former girlfriend Brooke Tuchinksky into a Denny's women's bathroom in August 2013, he saw her grab a shiny object out of her purse, at which point he opened fire, striking Tuchinsky in the face and breaking her jaw. Now, thankfully, she shockingly did not die from being shot in the jaw. And now some more details about the days leading up to that shooting have come out and what the state of their relationship was. And so some of this is alleged information coming from either Tuchinsky or from Barnes, so take this with a grain of salt. But days before the attack, in the midst of a breakup, Barnes reportedly told Tuchinsky, "I bought a new gun and would love to use it on you and make it look like an accident or self-defense." Which, if you're going to do that, don't say that. That's very stupid.
The only thing I get there, I don't know where that report is from. Like, reportedly, says who?
I believe she said.
It's not a thing that human beings say.
Normally say.
Yeah, so that's why I'm dubious.
That's true. Now, Barnes, on the other hand, says that Tuchinsky stalked him after their breakup, set fire to furniture on his porch, slashed his mother's tires, and hacked into his Facebook account. Both Barnes and Tuchinsky took out restraining orders against each other in the months after their split. But they both had to. Wow. Barnes said he had to change his phone number more than 10 times to stop receiving abusive calls and texts from Tuchinsky. Now, the interesting thing
nobody changes their number more than 10 times.
That's ridiculous, yes. You need to do a better job of not giving it out to random people. But regardless,
you stop sending her an email saying, hey, baby,
by the way,
did you get my new number?
Yeah. And look, even if every one of those things is true, it doesn't, like, it's not like, oh, you changed your number 7 times, you shot her in the face, 10 times? Go right ahead.
Well,
you still can't shoot people in the face.
Even if everything that Barnes says about Tuchinsky is true, then don't follow her into the bathroom.
Exactly.
I mean, all the more reason not to follow a dangerous person into a
if
confined
she's so dangerous,
space.
Yes. Yeah. And now apparently they went to this Denny's, even though they were having all these problems, restraining orders and all of that. They've apparently both violated each other's restraining orders. They had some big argument, had to be separated by the staff of the Denny's. Tuchinsky leaves at some point, comes back in. Now, he says that something happened between them that he had to follow her to the bathroom. She says she came back in just to use the facilities. But in either way, or in either case, according to the police report from the night, Barnes pushed open the door with a crazy look on his face and he shot her. Again, this is probably coming from her. Tuchinsky advised that she was not armed with any weapons and did not know why Barnes shot her in the face. And the thing is, he follows her to the bathroom. He's apparently got a gun on him, which is a great idea. You should definitely do that. And then he sees a flash of shiny, and either he was already holding the gun, or he didn't even wait a split second to see what it was, and just drew and fired at her head.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly.
Stand your ground. And this is the sort of thing that stand your ground is being used for, because even if we believed the ridiculous lie that stand your ground is supposed to justifiably protect people who needed to kill, blah, blah, blah. We know why it was actually spread in various states. It definitely is not for people who follow women into bathrooms and shoot them in the face. And yet now it's part of the law, and he hasn't yet been granted that defense, but he is applying for it. And we've seen cases like this before, and crazier things have led to stand your ground defenses being used.
So we'll see whether it's Judge Charles Johnson. Let's hope that Judge Charles Johnson, of course, does not permit this defense. He's still allowed a defense. He can still
try.
He
can still round up that George Zimmerman jury so he can make sure he gets off.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I mean, it's a crazy law, and it breeds crazy behavior, and it was passed thanks to Alec in a crazy state and a lot of other states, but we're talking about the craziest.
But he's not a neighborhood watch guy. He's not a neighborhood watch guy.
As far as I know, no.
How is he not a neighborhood watch guy?
Denny's watch guy.
Isn't he just automatically a neighborhood watch guy? Is he white?
If you shoot somebody,
he's white, right?
Oh, I think he is actually. Then he is. Actually, we should add it to his Wikipedia.
You know he's a neighborhood watch guy.
We covered yesterday another guy. He said that he called the cops and said, "I'm locked and loaded. There's black people out in front of my house. I'm gonna go secure the neighborhood."
I'm gonna go secure
so
my neighborhood.
he fired a shotgun, a warning shot. That struck the guy.
Killed him.
Killed the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From inside his house.
It's a warning shot, but he's on the neighborhood watch.
The guy was on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody was breaking. They were having a party.
They were having a party. He shot him. Anyway, look, and this is just another reminder that this is the sort of thing, like the ability of people to use stand your ground like this, when stand your ground laws get appealed to Court of Appeals and things like that, like the people who get placed on these courts are extremely influential in lots of topics. We focus on some like money and politics, but it goes to everything, including stand your ground. It's super important who gets to choose those.
You know, the Young Turks has a whole 2-hour show every single day, and you can get it ad-free if you're a member. TYTnetwork.com/join. Go.